Did you know there's a shocking revelation buried deep in the pages of Revelation that pinpoints exactly which modern cities will be the first to crumble under the beast's iron grip? We're not diving into wild conspiracy theories or vague guesses here. This is straight from biblical prophecies that lay out the fate of the world's mightiest metropolises in chilling detail. John the Revelator wasn't just scribbling notes. He was granted visions that map out how, and in what devastating order, these powerhouses will face divine judgment. Brace yourself, because what you're about to uncover will shatter your view of the end times forever. Imagine this. When John penned Revelation, those letters to the 7 churches weren't random at all. There's a hidden layer most people completely miss, a cosmic blueprint that's been unfolding through history. Those churches in Ephesus, Smyrna, Pergamum, Thyatira, Sardis, Philadelphia, and Laodicea, they weren't just local spots. They were epicenters of wealth, trade, and raw influence back then. But here's the mind-blowing twist. These cities were handpicked as archetypes, shadowy previews of patterns that would echo across centuries, right up to our chaotic present and into the future John glimpsed. Take Ephesus. It was the bustling trade hub of Asia Minor, like an ancient version of Wall Street on steroids, complete with the Temple of Artemis, one of the 7 wonders. A city drunk on commerce and worldly thrills. Pergamum. That's where Satan himself set up his throne. As Revelation 2:13 declares, a hotbed of twisted politics and pagan worship fused into one unholy alliance. And Laodicea? Oh, that one hits close to home. Filthy rich, self-satisfied, but spiritually bankrupt, thinking it needed nothing. Sound like any cities you know today? These weren't coincidences. They were divine templates for the endgame cities, blending rampant greed, corrupt rule, and outright spiritual betrayal. The blueprint is crystal clear. The metropolises that mirror these ancient rebels, ditching God's truth for power plays, will be the first dominoes to topple when the beast rises. But hold on, because this is where it gets jaw-dropping. In Revelation 17 and 18, John paints a vivid picture of Babylon the Great's spectacular downfall. And trust me, it's not just dusty history. This Babylon isn't a single ruined empire. It's a sprawling system, the embodiment of every city that worships money, lust, and control over the Almighty. Labeled the mother of prostitutes in Revelation 17:5, she's drenched in the blood of saints and seduces kings with her forbidden charms. Dig into the specifics. Revelation 18:3 warns that merchants grew fat off her luxurious excesses. This isn't poetry. John's envisioning massive financial hubs where cash is king and God is forgotten. Here's the kicker that will stop you in your tracks. All that glittering wealth wiped out in 1 hour. Revelation 18:17 spells it out. In 1 hour, such great wealth has been brought to ruin. Back in John's day, that sounded impossible. But today, with global markets crashing in seconds via hacks, crashes, or crises, it's terrifyingly real. The cities plunging first, those chained to this Babylonian beast. Financial fortresses where greed is glorified, rivers of money flow endlessly, and faith is a relic. John saw merchants wailing as their empires evaporate, ship captains staring from afar at the rising smoke of doom. These aren't metaphors. They're previews of real-world collapses, hitting the world's commercial giants. Now let's zero in on Rome, the eternal city that's loomed large in prophecy since Daniel's visions. But in Revelation, Rome transcends geography. It's the throbbing heart of a politico-religious monster. Picture this. In Revelation 17, a scarlet-clad woman rides a beast with 7 heads, and verse 9 drops the clue. The 7 heads are 7 hills on which the woman sits. Anyone in John's era knew that screamed Rome and its famous 7 hills. Yet John's peering deeper into a prophetic Rome, symbolizing the ultimate fusion of church and state gone rogue. The beast's command center, enforcing global tyranny. What's utterly fascinating, and a plot twist you won't see coming, is Revelation 17:16. Those 10 kings who empower the beast, they turn on her, stripping her bare and devouring her with fire. Betrayal from within. Rome falls early because it's the pinnacle of human defiance, where politics and false faith conspire to hunt God's people. But in that terror, there's liberation. The oppressive system crumbles under God's justice, freeing the faithful from its clutches. Jerusalem, the holy city, holds the most enigmatic mystery of all in Revelation. God's chosen jewel, yet twisted into a symbol of rebellion. Revelation 11:8 shocks with this. Their bodies lie in the great city, figuratively called Sodom and Egypt, where our Lord was crucified. Jerusalem, equated to Sodom's depravity and Egypt's bondage? That's brutal truth. John seeing spiritual corruption, rotting it from the inside. But Jerusalem's role is dual-edged, a riddle wrapped in prophecy. Temporarily, it becomes the beast's throne for 42 months. 3.5 years of tribulation, as Daniel foretold, trampled by godless forces. Yet here's the glimmer of hope that pulls you through the darkness. This occupation is fleeting. Jerusalem isn't doomed like the others. It's destined for purification and rebirth. While earthly Jerusalem bows briefly to the beast, the heavenly New Jerusalem descends as God's eternal masterpiece. It's a tale of downfall and divine comeback. Judgment laced with mercy, making it unlike any other city in the prophetic storm. As John unravels Babylon's fall in Revelation 18, he's not just eyeing one spot. He's exposing a web of global trade linking every megacity. Check the inventory in verses 12 to 13. Gold, silver, jewels, pearls, fine linens, silks, exotic woods, ivory, bronze, iron, marble, spices, incense, wine, oil, flour, wheat, cattle, sheep, horses, chariots, and horrifyingly, bodies and souls of men. Human trafficking, exploitation. John foresaw modern global commerce turning people into commodities. These trade-dependent titans, ports, and financial nerve centers will shudder first. Built on sand when the system implodes overnight. Think New York, London, Tokyo, Hong Kong, Dubai. Hubs churning trillions, souls sold for profit, spirituality sidelined. John witnessed merchants in mourning, cities emptying in a flash. And those ports? Revelation 18:17-19 zooms in. Pilots, sailors, sea traders standing afar, watching smoke billow, crying, "What city was like this great city?" They hurl dust on their heads, wailing over riches lost in an hour. Enigmatic, isn't it? These aren't ordinary harbors. They're colossal gateways of corruption, trafficking hubs funneling vice worldwide. Their judgment? Swift, visible, a warning flare to the planet. Power's strongholds, political capitals, face wrath next, as Revelation 16's 7 bowls pour out. Verse 19, the great city split into 3 parts, and the cities of the nations collapsed. plural, multiple capitals tumbling simultaneously. Why them? They're the dens where anti-God laws are forged, persecution plotted, beast worship mandated. Revelation 13:15 reveals the image of the beast animated to kill non-worshippers, decrees issuing from these seats of power. But their end isn't conquest, it's supernatural smackdown. Plagues, quakes, hailstones weighing a talent each, about 75 pounds. Picture that pounding Washington, Beijing, Moscow, Paris, Berlin. No human force can stand when heaven unleashes the enigma. These hubs of rebellion, built to dominate, shatter under divine fury they mocked. Cities drowning in forbidden pleasures, John's visions spotlight them too. Moral black holes exporting corruption. Revelation 17:4's harlot, decked in purple, scarlet, gold, jewels, holding a cup of abominations. Not just symbols, real metropolises infamous for vice, prostitution empires, drug dens, gambling meccas, porn factories degrading humanity. Revelation 18:3, nations drunk on her immoral wine, kings entangled, merchants enriched by her luxuries. Las Vegas, Amsterdam, Bangkok, these export depravity globally, normalizing what God condemns. But judgment matches the sin, double payback, as verse 6 commands. Their fall, utter, erasing their toxic influence forever. John's visions aren't random. There's a divine sequence to the chaos. First, commercial juggernauts crash. Revelation 18:2's fallen. Fallen is Babylon the Great, fragile without their economic idol. Next, political fortresses fracture, scrambling for control amid ruin. Then, apostate religious centers get betrayed by their allies, torched in Revelation 17:16. Last, pleasure pits succumb, humanity's final escape routes sealed, ending with a mighty angel hurling a millstone into the sea. With such violence will that great city Babylon be thrown down, never to be found again. 1821, final, eternal. But amid the rubble, something breathtaking emerges. Revelation 21:2. I saw the holy city, the New Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as a bride, beautifully dressed for her husband. Not man-made, but divine perfection. Jasper walls, gold streets, pearl gates. Yet its true wonder? What's absent? He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things has passed away. 21:4. No corrupt trade, oppressive rule, false gods, or degrading vices. Just God dwelling with his people. Eternal joy. This is the ultimate triumph. Rebel cities fall, but God's city endures. John's Patmos exile birthed not nightmares, but reality's roadmap. The first to bow to the beast, those most estranged from divine truth. So ask yourself, spiritually, where do you dwell? In Babylon's snare or yearning for New Jerusalem? Revelation isn't doom, it's dawn. Judgment for rebels, yes, but salvation for the steadfast. Hear the urgent cry in 18:4. Come out of her, my people, so that you will not share in her sins, so that you will not receive any of her plagues. God's calling you out now into faithfulness. Respond while the doors open. Embrace the mystery. Claim the hope.